later than you think. Come on over. The fire's ready.
Late hours? Beautiful.
Last week, Steve Mariucci got his first look at his revamped defense, which turned in a big effort in a win over Pittsburgh. Tonight, they'll get a chance to check out the team's #1 pick, Charles Rogers, the explosive wide receiver from Michigan State. It's week 2 of the preseason, and the Lions are on the road getting set to take on the Bengals. It is week 2 of the NFL preseason, and the Lions are on the road. We're in Cincinnati's Paul Brown Stadium for tonight's matchup between two teams with new head coaches and high hopes for the future. Hello again, everybody. I'm Dan Miller, joined as always by former Lions All-Pro Chris Spielman. Tonight, a chance for Steve Mariucci once again to get his team ready for the regular season, but also his first chance to get a look at top pick Charles Rogers in game action.
Yeah, it's all Lions fans' first chance to see Charles Rogers. Now, what you're going to see tonight, you're going to see him early, and they're going to try to get him the ball. 1, to give him confidence. 2, to see what they have in Charles Rogers. I believe they have a big-time player and a downfield threat.
Well, once again, the Lions are going to have a long injury list for this evening's game. Earl Holmes will not start at middle linebacker, out with a hamstring injury. But anytime you get injuries during the preseason, you get opportunities. Wally Rainer will get the start there. Then we're going to see James Davis as well.
Yeah, Wally, I played with Wally in Cleveland. He's a tough, reliable guy that'll come up and hit you. He'll line people up, and he doesn't make mistakes. Now, on the other hand, you got a young rookie named James Dirty Davis, who came in and made a great play last week, sacking the quarterback, causing a fumble, going for the trifecta there. We scored a touchdown. You want to catch a coach's eye as a rookie? Dirty caught the coach's eye.
Well, I tell you what, it has been a crazy couple of days in southeastern Michigan. We hope all of your lives are getting back to normal. We're happy you can be with us tonight, but we have to tell you the great blackout of 2003 also affected the Lions. And for more on that, let's go down to the field and Woody Woodruff. Woody.
Thanks a lot, Dan. I'm down here with former Lions safety Ron Rice. And Ron, as Dan alluded to, the blackout affecting this team and their preparation.
Right, the blackout didn't allow the Lions time to really game plan the Cincinnati Bengals. Coming to the game, they'll have little ways to attack or defend the team. So it'll be interesting. The players will have to rely really on their instincts. Not only that, but coming out here, they really had to pack in Allen Park in the dark. So they hit their heads a couple times, but no injuries.
The blackout also affecting the travel plans. Head coach Steve Mariucci noticing that the players were very concerned about their families and the situation in Detroit. So we pack up 7 buses and we bus it on down here to Cincinnati with a stop in Bluffton, Ohio for a little bit of food, which was very nice for me. But of course, there is no more interruption in this game. And for that, we will throw it back upstairs to Dan Miller.
All right, Woody, thank you very much. We're getting set for kickoff. We're coming right back to Cincinnati for that after this. Stay with us. Lions football on the way.
Hello, Moto.
I'm gonna play someday. I'm gonna play someday. Play someday. I'm gonna play someday. I'm gonna play. I'm gonna play someday. I'm gonna show you what I really got. I'm gonna play someday.
It's 5 for $5.95 time. 5 Arby's roast beef sandwiches with beef, fresh from Arby's oven. 5 for just $5.95. What are you eating today?
Learn more about stories on Fox 17 News at 10. Go to our website and click on News Links.
Any way you want it, it's the way you need it. Any way you want it.
During the Ford authorized clearance, get $5,000 flex cash on a new Windstar or $4,000 flex cash on a new Taurus. Use it for money down or just take the cash and go on a shopping spree. Or choose up to $2,000 plus 0% APR for 60 months. It's your call, because at the Ford authorized clearance, you can get it. The 04s are coming, so visit your neighborhood Michigan Ford dealer now.
Bring the family together as only KFC can. Bring home a 12-piece bucket of the Colonel's Finger Lickin' Original Recipe or Extra Crispy Chicken. Tender and juicy all the way to the bone. And now yours for only $9.99.
Lions football is being brought to you by your Metro Detroit Ford dealers. Check out the great selection of cars and trucks at www.fordvehicles.com. Comerica. We listen. We understand. We make it work. Pepsi. The joy of Pepsi. HealthQuest. The leader in chiropractic care and the official chiropractic doctors of the Detroit Lions. And by Ford. If you haven't looked at a Ford lately, look again.
Back in Cincinnati, 88 degrees as we get set to kick this one off. Humidity 55%. Chance of thunderstorms later this evening, but right now, clear skies. We're ready to roll. Neil Rackers tees it up for Cincinnati. David Kirkus back deep for Detroit. The Lions won the toss and have elected to receive, so we will see Joey Harrington and the offense on the field first, and soon after, Charles Rogers, the #1 pick out of Michigan State. So
yeah, like
ready to go.
Said in the pregame, they want to get him in early and get him tested that hand to see if he can catch a football in the big leagues.
All right, here we go. Sit back and enjoy. A lot of folks in Michigan have earned it over the past couple of days. Kickoff takes Kirkus back deep in his own end zone. The Lions will take over at their own 20 as the offense comes out on the field. And, of course, it'll be led by Joey Harrington in his second year out of Oregon. Last week, of course, he got the Lions on the board late against Pittsburgh with that drive of the 2-minute offense. Harrington getting the job done there and staking the Lions to a halftime lead. Now you see his numbers from last season.
It was big for his confidence to come in early and get that 2-minute drive and execute it perfectly.
Lions open up with an empty backfield. James Stewart split wide right. Schrader and Anderson to the left. Looking over the middle, wanted Anderson out there. Miscommunication, though. Ball almost picked off. Brian Simmons out there to break up the pass, but had an excellent chance to pick it off.
And that's on Joey. Scotty broke it out.
All right, checking the Lions up front. As we said, Joey Harrington in the backfield. Schlesinger and Stewart, Scotty Anderson. Bill Schrader get the start. Once again, Asa Keem not playing this evening as he works his way back from injury. Backus, McDougal, Semple, Raiola, and Ray Brown making his first start of the preseason for the Lions. 2nd down and 10 now. Anderson in motion. Give us to Stewart over the left side. Not much there. Met right at the line of scrimmage. Once again, Brian Simmons and Justin Smith stacking him up right there. Checking the defense for Cincinnati. And really for this team, it all starts up front. 3 sacks last week against the New York Jets for Cincinnati. And right there, Carl Powell, Thornton, Williams, and Smith up front. Ross, Hardy, and Simmons are the linebackers. And in the secondary, you will see right there, Hawkins getting the start tonight. Roman, Manuel, and Torrey James. All right, 3rd down now for the Lions. They need 7.
Charles Rogers right there.
5 defensive backs in for Cincinnati. Charles Rogers in for the Lions. Harrington under pressure's got to throw it away. Justin Smith was all over him. Pass is incomplete, and the Lions are going to have to punt it away. Justin Smith in his 3rd year out of Missouri. 1st-round pick back in 2001, number 4 overall, and he's shown a lot of talent for this team.
Justin Smith is very explosive right there. There's a miscommunication. They come with a blitz. Nobody picks up. You cannot let the inside guy go. You have to work from the inside out. You let the outside man go. It takes a longer distance to get there. Bad read by the Lions offensive line.
John Jett in to punt it away. TJ Hushmanzada back deep for Cincinnati. Jett, whose first 3 punts last week, pinned Pittsburgh back inside their own 10, sends this one back to the 25. Hushmanzada takes it there, gets across the 30. And that's where Cincinnati will take over on offense. 51-yard punt for John Jett. So out come the Bengals, led by John Kitna. His 7th year out of Central Washington. There you see his numbers from last season. 16 touchdowns and 16 interceptions.
John knows not only is he the starting quarterback, but he is the tutor to their 1st-round pick, 1st overall in the draft, Carson Palmer.
And we do figure to see Palmer in the 1st half. We will see him as the 2nd quarterback. Last week, Shane Matthews came on after Kitna. Tonight, it will, in fact, be Carson Palmer. 1st down and 10 for Cincinnati. Kitna with a play-action fake, looking. Has some time. Now he's got to tuck it under and go. Being chased down, and down he goes. Nice defensive play by Brian Walker, as there was some time back there for Kitna, but nobody sprang free in the receiving ranks. Up front for the Lions defensively, Jared DeVries and Kelvin Pritchett, Rogers and Hall as well. Robert Porcher not playing this evening. Green, Rayner, and Bailey the linebackers. In the secondary for Detroit, Cash and Goodman. Walker as well.
Andre Goodman
Walker and Brian Walker get the start this evening.
And give credit to that sack by Andre Goodman. He had great coverage.
2nd down and 11 now. Getting the carry is Corey Dillon. Not much there for him. It's going to bring up 3rd down and long for Cincinnati. Starting offense for Cincinnati, as we said, Kitna will be the quarterback before he gives way to Carson Palmer in the 1st half. Corey Dillon, Chris Edmonds, Farmer, and Johnson not playing this evening. Peter Warwick is at a family funeral, so will not get a look at the receiver out of Florida State up front. Jones, Steinbach, Goffo, Dwyer, and Anderson. All right, 3rd down. and 10 now. Lions looking for a stop, trying to get the ball back. Bringing the blitz. Kit in the back, looking left side. Wanted Chad Johnson out there. Incomplete. And the Lions force a fourth down punt coming up for Cincinnati.
No, Dan, that's what you want to do on third down. You want to force them to throw the ball early. We get good pressure up the middle. Both Barrett Green and Boss Bailey are going to come up the middle here on John Kitna. You force him to throw the ball early. There's a timing problem in the route. Chris Cash out here with great coverage. Charles Johnson, he's got press coverage. He's got to take it down the field. He can't turn it back. Chris Cash had great coverage on it. Good execution by the Lions defense.
Nick Harris to punt it away for Cincinnati. Back deep for the Lions. Did a lot of work in this area last week. Autry Denson. Denson taking it about his 22. Makes a couple men miss across the 30. The 35 out near the 40-yard line. Autry Denson. Marquand Manuel makes the stop. But not after before a 44-yard punt and a strong return there by Autry Denson. Lions have it in good field position when we come back to Cincinnati right after this.
So deep in your eyes, I touch you more every day. Got me looking so crazy right now. Your love's got me looking so crazy right now. Got me looking so crazy right now. Your touch got me looking so crazy right now.
Can you tell me how to get back to the interstate? 2 stop signs and then make a right at the light. A left at the light? Thank you. I get that a lot.
Got me so crazy, baby. Got me looking so crazy right now. Your love.
This summer, Pontiac is turning up the heat on select 2003 Grand Ams. GM owners choose big total cash back or a great smart lease offer on Grand Am SE. GM owners get $5,250 toward a new 2003 Grand Am SE solid value. Or GM employees lease one for $159 a month. Residency restrictions apply. Call for details. See your West Michigan Pontiac dealer today.
Dinner, $30 on debit card. Two movie tickets, $20 on debit card. Ice cream, $10 on debit card. Leaving your cash at home, priceless. There are some things money can't buy. For everything else, there's Debit MasterCard, accepted almost everywhere cash is.
To apply for a Fifth Third Bank debit card, call 1-800-275-4858.
Highlights, hits, and misses. Catch the Fox 17 Sports Ticket Sunday on Fox 17.
The professional ranks can be a difficult one, but in our Health Quest key adjustment tonight, Charles Rogers explains how the veteran receivers have taken him under their wing.
On the offense, you know, you got Bobby Williams there as the receiver coach. That making me feel even more comfortable by just questions and just going to him when I have a problem with something. But you know, I got guys like Isaac King, Bill Shredder, and Sean Jefferson that's been in the game for a long time. You know, and those guys brought me in with open arms.
All right, first down and 10, pitch right side is to James Stewart. Stewart might have lost a couple there. Kevin Hardy coming up to make the stop. Kevin Hardy, 7 years as an outside linebacker, making the switch to the middle for Cincinnati after coming over as a free agent in the offseason from Dallas and making a nice play right there.
Yeah, one of the reasons for the switch is they wanted their Brian Simmons, their old middle linebacker, to replace Takeo Spikes. They feel they can take advantage of Brian Simmons' athletic ability on the outside. But right now, the Lions' offense needs to get going, and it's tough to get going if you're not game planning. Like Ronnie Rice told us in the beginning, they didn't game plan for Cincinnati. They're just going off their own cue cards right now.
Loss of 1, second down and 11. Schrader left, Jefferson right. Again, it's Stewart getting the call. Met right at the line of scrimmage, falls forward, picks up a couple. It's going to be third down and long. Adrian Ross with the tackle for Cincinnati.
Yeah, James missed the cut right there. You see Corey Schlesinger will turn his guy inside on the lead block. This is a counter. Ray Brown comes in. Corey's going to come in. He's going to turn his guy inside. James got to cut it out there. There's nobody out there. He's still running. James usually doesn't miss a block like that. That's what makes a good running back is his vision. That's preseason, though. Get it out of the way, James.
It's going to be third down and long for Detroit. 3rd and 9. 3 receivers in the game for the Lions. 5 defensive backs for Cincinnati. Charles Rogers wide to the right. Harrington changing the call at the line of scrimmage. Now he's going to take a timeout.
When they come back in third down, I want you to watch a matchup between Jeff Backus and Justin Smith. It should be a battle.
And we will see that battle when we come back. The Lions facing a 3rd down and 9 with a timeout here. Right back after this.
Starting August 21st at Boyne Country Sports, it's the Crazy Like a Fox ski and snowboard sale. A ski and snowboard sale in the middle of summer? That's crazy. But when you can save 40 to 60% on skis, snowboards, boots, snowblades, and snowshoes, get free lift tickets to Boyne for the first 100 purchases on Thursday, August 21st. And with new merchandise arriving daily, of course it's crazy to buy skis and snowboards in the middle of summer. Crazy like a fox.
I'm Michael LeBlanc with the Clark Financial Group, and my job basically as a mortgage consultant is to find the right loan program for you. Well, when you're refinancing a home, there's a lot of different options available. Are you going to be in the house for 3 years, 5 years, 7 years, or is this the house you're going to retire in? There's a lot of different programs available.
I wanted to refinance my house to get a new kitchen. Michael made the process so easy, I now work for the company.
At Clark Financial and the Michael LeBlanc Group, the bottom line is results.
It's clearance time on an incredible selection of Toyota SUVs, including Highlander, named best in initial quality 2 years in a row. Now, get 0% financing on Highlander, or get $800 off your best deal direct from Toyota, or choose a special lease rate. Toyota time. The time is now. See your Toyota dealer before time runs out September 2nd. Get Straight Talk. Sunday on Fox 17 News at 10.
Back in Cincinnati, Joey Harrington about to bring the Lions to the line, facing a 3rd down and 9 situation here. Neither team has got much done offensively early in this game.
Well, here's the matchup. Justin Smith versus Jeff Beck. Two of the young up-and-coming offensive and defensive linemen in the league. Both of them very good.
Once again, Lions with 3 receivers in the game. James Stewart the back behind Harrington. Rodgers in the slot right side. Harrington back and looking, has time, throwing over the middle, wants Rodgers out there, throws down around the 25-yard line, incomplete. Kevin Hardy and Kevin Casefahan back there in coverage.
That's a great throw by Joey. Now let's see if the ball was deflected. If not, Charles did have some problems with some drops in college. He's drawing some traffic, though. See Joey set up there, and right here's the ball. Well, that's a great pass. A great pass, and that's a ball that you have to catch. Now, he's young, and we'll give him one.
Well,
but I'm pretty tough.
That was his first one ever in the National Football League.
Well, catch the ball, Charles.
John Jett puts his foot into it, sends the punt on the way. Back again, T.J. Hushmanzada takes it about the 24. Nice move out of the 40. Look out, only Jett to beat. Wants the sideline. Hushmanzada chased down from behind. A nice defensive play on special teams by Autry Denson. So Denson saves what looked like a short touchdown for Cincinnati. Jett held him up for just a second, and that was long enough.
Well, you got to get that, and that's the first bad punt that John Jett's had all preseason. He line drive. He doesn't give time to get coverage. Here you go. He sets a nice move, and the blockers do a good job for Cincinnati, not black on the back. Jett does a good job forcing him inside, and that's why Autry Denson will make this football team because of special teams.
All right, Cincinnati will take over in great field position. We're scoreless in Cincinnati. Bengals will have the ball when we come back.
HealthQuest is Michigan's largest network of chiropractic clinics. We treat thousands of patients.
We treat the Detroit Lions. We treat various Olympic athletes, people that have back and neck injuries from car accidents.
Headaches, asthma, sinus problems.
If you haven't found relief now, call.
The initial consultation is always free.
Call HealthQuest toll-free at 1-877-99-QUEST for a free evaluation. The official chiropractors of the Detroit Lions.
Hey, life's a contact sport.
Polaris presents the bold new look of the 2004 Sportsman 4x4. The world's best-selling line of ATVs. If it speaks to you, look closer. If it intimidates you, step aside. The 2004 Sportsman. With independent rear suspension, it's the most powerful, smoothest riding, and now toughest-looking line of automatic 4x4s.
You're watching Fox 17, West Michigan's Fox.
Back in Cincinnati, scoreless in the first quarter. Bengals have it in great field position. There you see on the sidelines, Joey Harrington talking to Charles Rogers as he came off. Rogers dropping what looked like a perfectly thrown ball by Harrington. Could have been a big play for Detroit, but rookies make mistakes. We'll see what happens the rest of the way. And speaking of mistakes, Cincinnati makes one right there. They're going to end up losing a couple yards. Mix up with John Kitten in the backfield, and it's going to be second down and long.
That's the Bengals of old. You're supposed to get rid of that with Marvin Lewis. This is an important series for the Lions defense. You want situations created in preseason. You want to see how your defense reacts out for big punt return and bad field position right there. They win first down.
Second down now, 13 for Cincinnati. Once again, the deep back, Corey Dillon. John Kitten in the Bengals' best field position of the night for either team. Kitten looks to throw again. Now he's got to roll out. Once Dillon out there, he's got it at the 34. Not much there, maybe a gain of a couple. It'll be third down and long now facing the Bengals.
That's a great job by Chris Cash, playing tight coverage, forced Kitten to pull the ball down. The Bengals receivers aren't reading the coverage. They got to break that route off. Chris Cash does a great job right there. There's a three-step drop, nothing there because Chris Cash takes it away. Now you want to see silver helmets flying the ball. Barrett Green, come on, Andre Goodman, that's it. Look at all these Lions guys. Good stuff, good stuff.
Lions come with 5 defensive backs here. Barrett Green and Boss Bailey, the only linebackers left in the alignment for Detroit. Third down long for Cincinnati. Kitten has got to roll out now, being chased, throws out there. It's complete for a first down. Chad Johnson makes the catch down near the 15-yard line. 19 yards on the play and a first down.
If you're going to play man-to-man and you're only going to rush 4, you got to find a way to get there because these guys cannot stay with receivers all day. See, Goodman has pretty good, decent coverage right here and makes a good adjustment. Now he's got to close. He's looking back at the quarterback. When you play man-to-man, you never look back at the quarterback. You keep your eyes on your man and let that ball hit you in the back of the skull if you have to. Don't look back.
Dillon comes out. Brandon Bennett comes into the backfield for Cincinnati. Kitten at a throw, looking left side again for Johnson. A lot of contact out there. No flag. Chris Cash doing a good job defensively.
Now, you know why? He's playing man-to-man. He doesn't look back. Good job, Chris. See right here, he's playing the fade route. Kitten is going to throw up the jump ball. Charles Johnson can go get it. Chris Cash looks and leans. Now, if you look and lean like Chris does, you can look back, especially when you know where the sideline is. But you cannot look back and not lean, especially on the fade route. Nice job. Getting better.
Second down 10 now from the 16. Near side, it's Farmer and Kelly Washington. Washington, third-round pick out of Tennessee. The subject to some controversy here in Cincinnati, which we'll talk about later in the game. The give is to Dillon over the right side. Gets inside the 15, down to the 13. It's going to be third down and long for Cincinnati.
I'll tell you, a draft pick that you got to be excited about is Boss Bailey. Now, Boss does a good job of getting penetration into the backfield, but if you're going to hit Corey Dillon, you can't come in there shy, Boss. You got to cowboy up, buddy, and bring it hard. That time Corey gave him a leg and took it away. Make a tackle. That's what he's saying. You got to tackle him. You're right in there. Make a hit. Don't throw strikes.
Boss Bailey to the sidelines. 3rd and 7 from the 13 now. Scoreless in the first quarter. Empty backfield for Kitten. And he's chased, and Kitten is in big trouble. Finally gets rid of it, throws it away in the end zone, but he had no chance to get anything done there because the Lions were coming quickly, and now a flag down in the backfield.
See now, that was Dirty Davis bringing the pressure on the blitz.
Jared DeVries in there as well.
Intentional grounding. Number 3. No receiver in the area. That's lost it down. 4th down.
Referee Larry Nevers making the call, and you'll get a look here, Chris, saying that there's no receiver out there in the area as he was being chased.
Dirty does a good job. There might be a Bengal over there. That's the closest receiver, but unfortunately she's not eligible. She didn't report.
Well, that'll bring in Neil Rackers. And this will be interesting because last week against the Jets, twice on field goal attempts, Nick Harris, who's in there to hold, blew perfectly good snaps. So we'll see if Rackers and Harris can make it happen right here.
Got this side loaded up. They're coming after it.
34 yards out, 44-yard kick. Rackers sends it on its way. It's up and it's good. 44-yard field goal. That's the first scoring of this game. It's Cincinnati leading Detroit 3-0. The Lions will have it back when we come back.
Look again, look again. Ford trucks, your old American brand. They got a lot of new things happening. Look again, yeah, look again. They're built Ford tough and they're rolling on in. If you haven't looked at Ford lately, my friend, where you been? Look again.
It's the summer's coolest event, Snow Motion 2004 at Nelson Speed Shop in Greenville. See the new 2004 Arctic Cat snowmobiles here first, plus huge savings on Arctic Cat clothing and accessories. Join us Saturday, August 23rd for all the spills and chills of snowcross racing, the Brat Pack Freestyle Team, and the earth-shaking Brat Strags. Snow Motion 2004, all day Friday and Saturday, August 22nd and 23rd at Nelson Speed Shop in Greenville. Be there.
Cedar Point. So what do you want to do first? Hey, how about the new coaster, Top Thrill Dragster? Oh, I know. Let's ride Millennium Force. Thunder Canyon, you're gonna love Thunder Canyon. Hey, how about a show? Hey, you know what? There's always Iron Dragon, Power Tower. So what do you want to... What?
Cedar Point. Absolutely amazing. Double your thrills with a ride and slide ticket. 2 parks for 2 days. Cedar Point and Soak City.
Fox 17 has your ticket to the hottest highlights and all the big scores. Catch the Fox 17 Sports Ticket Sunday at 10:35 on Fox 17.
Dan Miller, Chris Spielman, Woody Woodruff, Ron Rice back in Cincinnati. Bengals leading Detroit by a score of 3-0. Lions will get it back, third possession of the game. Yet to get a first down so far, Chris, but again, missed out on a big play there when Charles Rogers had a chance to haul one in. I'm sure he'd like to make amends very quickly.
See that picture there, the guys with no shirts on. Looked like the Lions offensive line a couple years ago.
As we said, 88 degrees when we started this game, humidity 55%. I think that puts our heat index at about 158. It is warm here in Cincinnati. Rackers puts a foot into it. David Kirkus back deep for Detroit, takes it at the 11. Kirkus back to the 20, the 25, 30, a little bit of open field to the 35. So the Lions with good field position now as they take over once again.
They need to get something going here. Like you mentioned earlier in the show, Dan, last week they really didn't get anything going offensively until that 2-minute drive. For this young man's confidence, now remember, he's still a young guy. You need to have him throw the ball downfield a little bit just to get it going. It's a new offense. Let him learn.
We will see Mike McMahon. The initial plan was that we would see McMahon in the second quarter, then into the second half with Ty Detmer cleaning up tonight. Right now, though, it's Joey Harrington with Corey Schlesinger and James Stewart behind him. Harrington gives to Stewart. Stewart crosses the line of scrimmage. He's met right there. Not much, maybe 2. It'll bring up second down and 8. Mark Roman coming up from his safety position to make the stop for Cincinnati.
Now here's what you want to do now. If they're going to stack the line of scrimmage, and that's what we talk about, 8 men in the box, and Mark Roman will come up and make the hit. Now look for the Lions to counter that punch. They're going to have to come with a play action off that same look to force Cincinnati to put that safety back or to slow Mark Roman down.
Lions go with 2 tight ends. Casey Fitzsimmons checks in. Schrader and Anderson the wideouts. That's Schrader in motion. Harrington with a pump fake, throws over the middle. Got his man out there across the 35 up near the 38-yard line. It's Matt Murphy who's tackled by Kevin Hardy. It's going to be third down though.
They want to get a manageable third down situation. It's a nice little play. It's just this little sit down route by the tight end. He's going to play off the linebacker. If the linebacker plays him inside, he'll break outside. If he plays him outside, he breaks inside. Good read by Murphy, good read by Arrington to throw the football.
All right, third down now for the Lions, 2 to go. They're on their own 43-yard line. Stewart is the deep back. 3 receivers in the game. Rogers in the slot right side. That's him in motion. Fake the end around, give to Stewart. Big opening up the middle. Stewart across midfield, down to the 45, inside the 45 to the 44. First down for Detroit. Pickup of 13. Marquand Manuel makes the stop for Cincinnati, but not before the Lions move the chains and get their best field position of the evening.
It's a good job by the offensive line opening up holes for Big James to hit it. And that time there was no hesitation in what James did. Saw the hole, bursted through there, and I like when he made contact, he fell forward. He didn't go backward or sideways.
Stewart now split out to the right side, right next to Bill Schrader. Corey Schlesinger, the lone back behind Harrington. It's going to be It will be Schlesinger on the screen. Not much room there. Trying to get the 40-yard line. Knocked out of bounds right around the 41. Brian Simmons with the tackle.
He would have had some room out there, Dan, but what happened? Ray Brown threw a no-hitter. Now, Ray's 40 years old and just playing in his first game. He's going to get his timing down, but Ray left his feet. The defensive back, being a little more agile and quick than Ray, just dodged him and came underneath and made the play.
Second down and 6 now for Detroit.
See right here, watch Ray. He's going to come in. He's going to lose his feet. And he puts his head down. Can't put your head down. See what you hit. Hit what you see.
5 defensive backs in for Cincinnati on 2nd and 6. 3 receivers for Detroit. Again, the give over the right side is to Stewart. Not much there. Kevin Casebehan coming up to make the stop in his safety position. It's going to bring up 3rd down now for Detroit. 5 yards to go.
Yeah, Kevin Casebehan comes up and makes a good solid hit, and I'll tell you, I like what he did. He met James Stewart, nutted him up, put his helmet right on him, put the nuts of the helmet right on the helmet, and bam, squeezes and brings him down. That's a good hit.
So the Lions with their best offensive showing of the evening so far. 5 defensive backs now again for Cincinnati as they stay in their nickel package. Lions counter with 3 receivers. Anderson and Rogers to the left, Schrader to the right. Harrington back with time, throws out there. Once Anderson has him down around the 35-yard line. It's going to be very close to a 1st down. Mark Roman makes the stop. I have to tell you, that end of the stadium from our vantage point might as well be back in Southfield, Michigan, because it is a long way from where we are.
Yeah, they high-loaded. They brought Charles Rogers over the top, Scotty Anderson down underneath right now. If you're Scotty Anderson, you're Coach Mariucci, you want to know why he didn't take the route to the sticks. Ran the ball short, ran the route short of the sticks, thus now you have 4th and 1.
And it's the Lions are going to go for it on 4th down and 1 now. As this crowd of about 35,000 in Cincinnati starts to make some noise. Stewart gets the call. Right side, met right behind the line of scrimmage, dives forward, going to be very close to the 1st down. Looks like he may well have gotten it on 2nd effort. Tony Williams, nice penetration for Cincinnati to slow Stewart down, but again, good 2nd effort by number 34 out there.
It's a great job by James Stewart.
And he didn't get it. It's going to be Cincinnati football. They needed to get down very close to the 34-yard line, and they didn't even measure. So once again, our vantage point down there in terms of measurements, not great. We're going to take a break, come right back. Cincinnati has the football and the lead. Stay tuned.
A sunrise makes you say, oh boy. A good surprise makes you say, oh boy. A big hug makes you say, oh boy. A winning score at the end of the game makes you say, oh boy. Big boy. Makes you say, oh boy. Big boy. Makes you say, oh boy. Big boy. Makes you say, oh boy.
What do you call a chicken Caesar salad when you lose the bowl, get it ready for the road, and put it on 2 of the biggest croutons you've ever seen? Burger King calls it the new Chicken Caesar Club, a salad in a sandwich. Come on over. The fire's ready.
The Ford authorized clearance is in full swing at your neighborhood Michigan Ford dealer. And that means up to $5,000 flex cash on most 2003 Ford cars, trucks, and SUVs. Use it as money down, add options, or just pocket the cash. Or choose 0% APR. Either way, at the Ford authorized clearance, you can get it. The 03's got to go, so visit your neighborhood Michigan Ford dealer now.
It's beautiful.
I'll say. Want a fire-grilled original Whopper? Burger King is open later than you think. Come on over. The fire's ready.
Late hours? Beautiful.
Tonight after the football game, catch Fox 17 News at 10 at a special time.
Back in Cincinnati, Bengals have the football and the lead by a score of 3-0, holding the Lions on a 4th down and 1 play just a moment ago.
You see right here, it's what they call a counter FG. Corey Schlesinger gets a good block, but what happens is the other guys back here aren't staying up in their blocks long enough, allowing the pursuit to catch up. If you're running a long developing play, you got to hold your blocks longer. 1st and 10, Cincinnati. Give to Brandon Bennett over the right side. Bennett met right at the line of scrimmage. A nice play in there by Willie Rayner
to hold the Bengals for virtually no gain, maybe half a yard. It's going to bring up 2nd down and long.
Yeah, Wally's an instinctive guy. He plays tough, and he's not going to hurt you. He's going to fill in, and he's a tackle-to-tackle guy, but he makes plays. And he did a great job there, filling up and making a play.
2nd down 9 now from their own 36. Kelly Washington's checked into the game along with Chad Johnson at the wideout spots for Cincinnati. Kitna gives. It's Bennett again. Nowhere to go, and he's met behind the line of scrimmage. Nice hustle in there. Brian Walker coming in to clean things up, but the Lions defensive line really just formed a wall out there. Bennett had nowhere to go.
Yeah, I'll tell you, Rodgers does a good job of stuffing it up. Everybody does a good job. See, they're getting penetration. Their pad level is lower than the Cincinnati offensive line pad level. You win that battle, there's nowhere to go, and Brian Walker will come up and whack you now.
Brian Walker's got to feel good just to be healthy. Really was not healthy at all last season, his first year with the Lions after coming over as a free agent from Miami. 3rd down 11 now from their own 34. It's going to be Kitna from the shotgun. 5 defensive backs in for the Lions. Kitna now under pressure, has to roll out. He's going to run with it. Chase from behind. Kitna still alive out near the 50-yard line, and that's going to be a 1st down for Cincinnati. So John Kitna, not normally known for getting it done with his legs, gets it done right there.
Yeah. Look, it looks like Corey Dillon running this football, and why? Because we have a chance to get him in open field. Here comes the blitz. Now, if you're going to blitz, you got to get there. You don't run into people. You run around people. And you'll see Jared DeVries making Chase right here. Now he's going to make somebody miss right here. He makes Barrett Green miss. That's an open field tackle that you have to make, Barrett, not on a very mobile quarterback. You got to bring him down. You can't leave your feet.
Ray Jackson is checked into the game. He's the deep back for Cincinnati. Spent 2 years at Michigan before transferring to Cincinnati. Kitna again throwing, has Chris Edmonds out there, and a lot of open space in front of him into Lions territory inside the 40, down around the 39-yard line.
Somebody's responsible for flat coverage, and to me, it's Boss Bailey. He got caught up on the play fake, getting nosy. The fullback's leading on him. You'll see right here, Boss Bailey's getting caught up inside. You can't. You got to read the hats of the offensive lineman. That tells you pass. You got to get out to your coverage. Nice job by Chris Cash hustling, getting him out of bounds.
12 yards on the play. They'll mark the ball down around the 35-yard line. 1st down 10 for Cincinnati. Already leading 3-0, looking for more right here. It's Kelly Washington to the top of your screen, Johnson to the bottom, and Kitna to throw. Looking for the 3rd-round draft choice out of Tennessee. Had Washington back there, and he can't hang out of the football. Washington got some space working against Andre Goodman, but he couldn't hang on because the football was right there in the end.
Well, 1 drop for Charles, 1 drop for Kelly. Right there's a little hitch and go. Brian keeps good position. He's looking back a little early, but he's leaning. Has good position. Just drops the ball. Andre, you got away with 1 there. You got to feel that receiver. Now you don't turn your back. If you feel him with your rear end, it's like boxing out. You feel him with your rear end, turn back and make a play on the football.
2nd down 10 now. Danny Farmer is coming to replace Washington, who will get a breather. Kitna again to throw. Blitz comes, and they set up the screen. It's going to be incomplete. Looking for Ray Jackson in the flat. That's going to bring up 3rd down 10 now for the Bengals.
Big Sean almost had a pick. Right there, did a nice job. Getting nosy, snuffing out the screen. See Sean Rogers right here. See that? Look, he says, this guy's sitting kind of soft. Does a good job and gets a hand on it, knocks it down. Nice play, Sean. He needs to play well this year. He needs to step his game up.
Well, right now would be a good time. Lions going with 5 defensive backs once again. Kitna's going to throw on 3rd down and 10. From the shotgun, looking left side, throwing out there for Chad Johnson. Great catch by Johnson around the 27-yard line, and that'll be another 1st down for the Bengals. 13 yards on the play.
It's a nice route, too. John Kitna's just setting him up. He's staring him down. They're in man-to-man coverage again. Comes back for the football. He ran a nice route. You see that divot right there? That's because he planted hard. He sold the route upfield. He comes back for the football and goes up and catches it at the highest point. See that turf? That's a problem.
Chad Johnson, now the #1 receiver in Cincinnati. 69 receptions last year for 1,166 yards. Give over the right side is to Jackson. Plenty of room inside the 15, down to the 14. And another big pickup for the Bengals right there. 8 on the play. It'll bring up 2nd down and 2.
We had a breakdown in gap responsibility. When you're playing a 1-gap defense, everybody has somebody. Right there. do a good job of double teaming and get a lead block on Wally Rainier, and it's off to the races. You got to get off blocks.
Ray Jackson, 14 carries for 54 yards to lead the team last week, and he's in there getting the job done right now, trying to make this football team. Moving towards the end of the first quarter here. Cincinnati knocking on the door, already leading 3-0. John Kitna doesn't like something that he sees, and he's going to take a timeout.
Cincinnati. That's their first team timeout.
All right, for more, let's go down to Woody as we have a break in the action. Woody, what's going on down on the field?
Hey, you know what, Dan? You have guys in this game right now trying to make a name for themselves. One guy who has already made a name for himself, 98-year-old Glenn Presnell, former Lion of the 1935 championship team. And Glenn, thanks for joining us down here. How excited are you to be back in the game?
Oh, I'm really, it's a pleasure to be here. See these guys play.
Talk about your Lions history and how much you still look at these guys and root for this team.
Well, I enjoyed playing with the Lions. I was an original Lion back in 1934, 35, and then we won the championship in 36. Beat the New York Giants.
Definitely some championship days. Glenn, thank you very much for joining us. Dan, much more on the sidelines, but I'll throw it back to you in the booth.
All right, Woody, thank you very much. 98 years old, joined the football game tonight.
Wonder if he has any eligibility left.
Second down 2 for Cincinnati.
Champion.
Kitna now to throw. Good down to throw and gets it out there. It's complete to Johnson. Johnson very close to the first down. Looks like he's going to be just a bit short, and that'll bring up third down.
That's a nice job by Wally Rainier right there. He's playing coverage. He's going to help out on the underneath route. He's going to sit there. He's going to get a chuck on the tight end, pass him off to the safety, and get a nice break on the football and get the wide receiver before he gets upfield. Tackle the guy in his tracks. Nice job, Wally.
And that's going to be the end of the first quarter here. Cincinnati. John Kitna walking over to the sidelines. He'll talk it over with Marvin Lewis before they come back. They'll be facing a 3rd down and 1 on the Lions 13, with Cincinnati already leading this one by a score of 3-0. Back with second quarter action right after this.
Imagine a business relationship with someone who shares your vision, your drive for success. A business relationship with someone who accepts your challenges and helps take you to new heights. An advocate and source of knowledge. The kind of business relationship you'd have with Comerica Bank, offering experience and expertise that no other business bank can, with fast, flexible solutions and a staunch belief that you're the priority. Because at Comerica Bank, we listen, we understand, we make it work.
You know, we should start heading back soon.
Or we could call it sick tomorrow.
I don't know. There's no way I can miss tomorrow. Hey guys, found some more blue light.
Blue sky, sunlight, blue light.
Summer passing you by? Get a faster car and a shorter lease. Pontiac announces Summer Drive 2 and the new 2004 Grand Prix GT. It has the largest V6 engine in its class. With a 24-month smart lease, GM employees who are GM owners or lessees can lease a 2004 Grand Prix for $219 a month. Residency restrictions apply. Call for details. See your West Michigan Pontiac dealer today.
Fox 17 Sports, where the big boys play.
Welcome back, everybody. You can meet the Detroit Lions at the 7th Annual Kickoff Luncheon, sponsored by Epic Restaurants, on Wednesday, August 27th at Cobo Center in Detroit. Proceeds benefit the Detroit PAL football program. For tickets, contact the Detroit Economic Club at 313-963-8547. 3rd down 1 now for Cincinnati. Give us to Jackson, try on the left side. Not much there, stacked up. I don't think he got it. Nice pursuit by the Lions in there, and that'll bring up 4th down and a decision for the Bengals, which Marvin Lewis says is no decision. He'll send his field goal team out there. Here comes Neil Rackers.
It's a great job. Short yardage defense. Gracie Walker coming up. Unblocked man. Got to make an open field tackle in the hole. He does a nice job of filling.
If you're Marvin Lewis, this is probably an easy decision. The Bengals, some of the worst special teams in the National Football League last year, something he wanted to change. And last week, didn't look like much had changed, so he wants to get this field goal team out there and make sure they can snap, hold, and kick, as they say.
There's a guy that had the problem last week, so obviously they have an opportunity to work on it. Remember, it's preseason.
I told you earlier, McCarris dropped 2, gets that one down. Rackers puts a foot into it and sends it through. Field goal up and good. 30 yards. Cincinnati extends its lead to 6-0 here at Paul Brown Stadium over the Lions. The Lions are going to get it back momentarily. Joey Harrington had it moving last time before they were stopped on a 4th down play. They'll have the football back when we come back.
Spell imperative.
Sentence, please.
It is imperative to get to your Chevy dealer.
During model year end, get 0% APR on most 2003 Chevy cars. Current Chevy owners and lessees get $1,000 loyalty cash for at least $4,500 total cash back when you purchase most 2003 Chevy cars.
Next word, get to your Chevy dealer immediately.
That's more than a word.
The judges will allow it.
2 grilled stuffed burritos.
Bring it on.
It's big, it's beefy, it's the grilled stuffed burrito from Taco Bell. Seasoned beef, 3 melted cheeses, sealed inside a grilled tortilla. The affordable heavy-duty portables, just $1.99. For the heaviest meal on wheels, think outside the bun. Spice up the night, open till 1 a.m. or later.
Getting answers, tough questions, straight talk. Sunday on Fox 17 News at 10. At 10, it's news. At 11, it's history.
By a score of 6-0. Both these teams, Chris, with new head coaches, Marvin Lewis in Cincinnati, Steve Mariucci in Detroit. Both of them hoping these guys can help turn things around.
One thing they both have in common is they know how to win, and they're both a great attention to detail. I know that about Marvin Lewis. I live down in the area, read articles on him. The players believe in Marvin Lewis, as the Lions players believe in Coach Mooch.
Rackers with the kickoff, sending David Kirkus back into his own end zone. He'll bring it out. Kirkus across the 15 to the 18. Finally up near the 20-yard line. That's where the Lions will take over right there. Khalid Abdullah with the stop for Cincinnati.
Tackled by Khalid Abdullah.
Take a look at the first quarter statistics. Cincinnati with 3 first downs. The Lions with 1. Bengals 21 yards rushing. Bengals with 51 yards passing. The Lions with only 10 yards through the air so far. 3rd down conversion. Cincinnati 3 out of 5. 1 out of 4 for Detroit.
Those two right there are winning football. In order to be good on 3rd down, you got to win 1st and 2nd down. Cincinnati's won that battle.
Trailing 6-0. Joey Harrington brings the offense back out for Detroit. Harrington working from his own 16 and changing the play at the line of scrimmage.
We're going to a 3-step drop.
Beats the play clock, back and throws. Wanted Stewart out there. Short arms in. It's going to be 2nd down and 10. Kevin Hardy out there in coverage for the Cincinnati Bengals.
So Joey's not looking sharp tonight. First of all, it started off to Scotty Anderson, where Scotty was ran the right route. Joey underthrew that one. James Stewart, he has him open, matched up on a linebacker in the flat. That's the one he's got to throw a nice little softball in there. He's a running back now. He doesn't have the great hands. Throw it out there, let him catch it, let him run.
2nd down 10 now. Detroit from its own 16. Stewart the lone setback. 3 receivers in the game now. Joey Harrington. It's Harrington looking right side, throws out there to Rodgers. It's complete. Across the 25 out to the 28-yard line. That'll be a 1st down, pickup of 12. Brian Simmons makes the stop. Not before Charles Rodgers can pick up his first catch as a Lion, and a 1st down for Detroit.
It's good to see Charles get his first catch now. We talked about in the pregame how he can go down low and get it. He does a nice job of adjusting on the football. Goes down to one knee and he wants to secure it. Now as he gets, let's see his route. He pushes the route nice, sets it down, breaks to the outside a little bit, and Joey throws a strike. Good read route recognition by Charles.
First down and 10 from the 26. Play action fake to Stewart. Harrington rolling right, throws, got Schlesinger out there, incomplete. Kevin Hardy once again doing a nice job in coverage, moving from this middle linebacker position for Cincinnati.
Kevin can play a lot of positions. He has pass rush ability and coverage ability. Now, if you're Joey there, you might want to go ahead and throw that one away because they're trying to set up the bootleg. The bootleg is not effective if you cannot run the football. How can you tell if a bootleg? See, the linemen are setting soft. The Bengals know that. They have veteran linebackers. They're getting in their coverage. Right there, he just dumped it to Corey, which would have been no gain. Better off saving Corey, just throw the ball out of bounds.
Second down 10 now. 4 receivers in the game for Detroit. It's Rodgers in motion. Harrington again back to pass. Throws, looking over the middle. Overthrows Rodgers. I'm not sure if that was intended for Rodgers. He also had Sean Jefferson out there in the area, but nobody really near where that pass landed at the end.
Yeah. Danny, the ball was intended for Charles Rodgers, but Charles didn't have his head around. I ISO'd on him from the booth right here, and what happens, he's trying to still pick his way. Now, Joey's waiting for him to look at the ball. He steps up, stays in there under pressure. You like to see that. That's all right. You'll take your shots, but he's waiting for Charles to get his head around. He's got to turn his head back to the quarterback and recognize the softness of the zone. Joey was waiting for him to turn back. He didn't. Joey's forced to throw it before Charles was ready.
5-6 defensive backs now for the Bengals. Big number 91, Carl Powell, was coming there a moment ago. Now it's Justin Smith dropping back in coverage. Zone blitz set up there by the Bengals. Complete pass out there to Corey Schlesinger, but a nice open field tackle by Terrell Roberts. Flag down on the play. It looks like it's going to be preliminary call as a hold against Detroit, so they're going to have to punt the ball back to Cincinnati. The Bengals will decline.
Holding, offense, number 61. Penalty is declined. 4th down.
Now, if you're in a 3rd and long, it's almost a guarantee that there's going to be some type of either man pressure or zone pressure because defenses want you to force a quick, short throw, and they trust their guys to come up and make a tackle. It's an important punt right here. We got burned last time. Let's see if we can get greater coverage. We got burned. One reason was the ball kicked low. John Jett will hang one here.
TJ Hushmanzada with a big return last time out. Lines to try to take care of that this time. Jett gets some air under it. Hushmanzada back at his own 28. He's surrounded, nowhere to go, taken down right there. No return on the play, and that's where Cincinnati will take over. Nice special teams work by Detroit there. 42-yard punt. Detroit will be on defense when we come back, with Cincinnati leading 6-0.
All right, it's between you guys. Best bartender gets the job.
After you.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
The bat blue, please.
I've got this one. Canada's finest.
Thanks.
Look up, see blue. Labatt Blue.
Is it hot in here or is it just him?
Those guys are killing us. Ever since they added SBC Yahoo DSL, we just can't compete. They don't even use real lemon.
How much for the lemonade?
50 cents.
You know what? Just keep it. I gotta check stocks.
This stinks.
Finally, high-speed DSL is within everyone's reach. Add SBC Yahoo DSL to your home phone service for just $29.95 a month, guaranteed. One more way, we bring it all home.
Detroit Lions football on Fox 17 is brought to you by Clark Financial, where the bottom line is results. Your local Chrysler dealers. Wendy's 99-cent super value meal is only 99 cents every day all year. Your local Jeep dealers. Best Buy, thousands of possibilities, get yours. Your local Dodge dealers. Subway, eat fresh. And by your West Michigan Toyota dealers. What's new? What's hot? Catch the latest tech trends Tuesday on Fox 17 News at 10.
Back in Cincinnati, early second quarter, Bengals leading Detroit 6-zip. This week's Ford Flashback returns us to this past April when the Lions selected Saginaw, Michigan native Charles Rodgers with the 2nd overall pick of the NFL draft. Rodgers quickly started to show the receiving skills that were present during his career at Michigan State. The Lions are hoping that he can certainly do that starting here tonight. He's caught his first pass a bit earlier for a first down, but right now it's Cincinnati with it. John Kitna throwing right side. It's got Kelly Washington. It's complete. Washington out over the 30-yard line to the 34. It's going to bring up second down now for the Bengals.
Washington, a rookie out of Tennessee. Great speed. Concern about his neck. Went to visit a specialist to get a second opinion. A lot of people weren't excited about that.
The Bengals doctors had said that he was okay to play, okay to draft, came in, worked out a couple times. Then his agent decided that he should go to Dallas and get a second opinion. That doctor cleared him, and now he's playing tonight. First game as a Bengal. Second down 6 from the 33. Pitch out left side. Brandon Bennett, not much room. Nice pursuit by Detroit. Flags everywhere. The play results in a 3-yard loss, but let's let the officials sort this one out.
Yeah, James Dirty Davis got taken down, and what I like is he got great penetration, didn't get knocked off, forced the offensive lineman to tackle him, forces the ball outside and causes a penalty.
Defense, number 52, offside, holding, number 31, offense. Those penalties decline. Replay, second down.
No wonder he got great penetration. Got off with a little quick start.
Well, they had to hold him to keep him back, but as we just saw,
trying to time up the blitz. No, that's a bad call. He wasn't offside. But you see right there, he gets penetration, does not give up 1-for-1. Guys tackling him, forcing the ball outside.
Now, if you were an ex-offensive lineman versus being an ex-linebacker, would he have been offsides?
No. Never.
Yeah, right. Second down 6 now again from the 33. Kitna with Bennett behind him. Washington in motion. Gives it to Bennett, trying the left side. It's got a hole out there across the 35, out near the 40-yard line, very close to a first down for the Bengals.
Now, I'm going to tell you, that's time James Dirty Davis. Now, guy can play, but right there he gave up what I talked about last time. He gave up 1-for-1. Didn't give up 1-for-1 last time. Here he's going to give up 1-for-1. What I mean is he's got to come up here and take this blocker on and force the ball and not forearm the guy. You got to use your hands so you can go both ways. If you forearm the guy, he's just going to engulf you like the big guy did. Just use your hands.
Nice pursuit out there by Kelvin Pritchett, but not before. Bennett picks up 7 yards and a first down. Now it's Ray Jackson in the backfield. Jackson across the 40, ridden down at the 42 by James Davis. Picks up a couple there. It'll be second down and long.
A guy to keep your eye on too, played really well last week inside, and is Corey Redding. Good tough player. Davis says, all right, Chris, I'm going to show you how to do it. I'll get off blocks, and bam, that's a good tackle. Tackle him high. Way to wrap your arms.
Lions excited by the way James Davis played last week. Get some extra playing time tonight because Earl Holmes, who starts at middle linebacker, out with a hamstring injury. Kitna with a little pass underneath to Ray Jackson. Jackson with some nifty feet gets out to midfield, and once again a first down for Cincinnati. Pickup of 8.
Yeah, and this is the concern I have about Boss Bailey. He's going to be a great player, but I got to be true to the broadcast team, Dan. He does not tackle well. Right there, an open field tackle when he goes to his knees. We saw him miss a tackle earlier in the game, and that will come. You're going to see Boss here. Look, he's got a great drop, and he has a great break on the football. Now watch him leave his feet. No, he got a little push behind there, but you still got to make your tackle right there. You got a chance to get him, you got to get him. But he's not a great tackler. He'll get better. But he's not great.
Bengals right at midfield. Nice play in there coming in to make the stop on Brandon Bennett. Looked like Chris Cash flying in from his cornerback position, stopping them for a loss of a couple, and it'll bring up second down and long.
I tell you, Chris Cash continues to impress me. When he does, he sees the run, sneaks in there. Now, the one thing that I can't stand as a defensive player and a stickler to fundamentals is I don't like roadblocks. You come in there and you wrap him up. Chris is a tough kid. He's a smaller guy, but you got to come in and wrap him up because you're going to miss tackles if you don't wrap your arms against a good back. Corey Dillon would still run it. A good play, though. Good play.
Second down and 11. Bengals at their own 49-yard line. Danny Farmer in motion on the left side. Kitna back and throw. He's got Farmer across the 45, down to the 40, near the 35 before he's finally brought down by Cash. But again, big gain for Cincinnati. It's going to be a first down after a pickup of 16.
Remember now, the Bengals had a chance to game plan for the Lions. Their man-to-man coverage. Chris loses him a little bit. Good job recovery, but he's getting too much space. Danny Farmer will make you pay. Now let's take a look at our young linebackers here. There's James Dirty Davis. You got to break on the football. See that? When the ball was thrown, he's drifting. And I know I sound like a coach because I think I am one. But you got to break on the ball when the ball's thrown. You can't be going backwards. You got to be going forward.
Flags everywhere. The play is whistled dead. It looked like Cincinnati might have jumped out there.
Man, I'm tough on our linebackers, aren't I?
Well, you did it well. You know what it takes to succeed out there.
Full start, offense, number 65. 5-yard penalty, still first down.
You know, you're tough on them because they have so much talent, Dan, and they're going to be a major part of this team. And especially young guys, they have to learn that when you play linebacker, when a quarterback sets his feet, you set your feet. When the ball's thrown, you're breaking forward. You can't be drifting. If you're drifting, people are running in front of you. You have no chance.
4 receivers in the game now for the Bengals as they face first down and 15 from their own 40. And the give is to Bennett. Big hole. Bennett down inside the 25, inside the 20 near the 15-yard line. Another first down for Cincinnati after a pickup of 25 yards.
I see our guys are sucking air. So you got 2 guys running outside rush. Barrett Green's one-on-one. I don't know what that technique is. I never saw a spin technique from a linebacker. Leaves the hole wide open. You got to take the guy head on, defeat the block, and make the play. Bracy Walker saves a touchdown barely. Our guys are sucking air a little bit.
First down and 10 now from the 19. Kitna gives it to Jeremy Johnson. Johnson without much happening right in front of him. It'll bring up second down. Nice play up front by the Lions now. They're going to have to try to keep the Bengals out of the end zone.
See this?
Far 2 Cincinnati field goals, the only scoring in this game.
See those hands on the hips, everybody? Means we're getting a little tired.
Well, they've been on the field quite a bit here. Cincinnati's had the football. On second down, Kitna throws out there. It's complete. Gets it out to Kelly Washington. Washington down inside the 15, close to the 10-yard line. Looks like it's going to be another first down as they're inside the 10. It'll be first and goal Bengals.
That's James Davis. Now James has got to push to that receiver. There's no threat inside. That receiver's your inside threat. You got to push and get on him tight. Don't be intimidated by his speed. Get up there, use your strength, put hands on him, disrupt the route.
Well, Kelly Washington, rookie out of Tennessee, had a drop earlier in the evening, but so far he's done a couple of nice things for Cincinnati. And it looks like they'll measure. Look from here, and as I said, our vantage point is a long ways from this end of the field like they got it. And indeed they did. It'll be first down and goal, Cincinnati. Bengals already leading 6-0. Trying to find the end zone for the first time tonight. Joey Harrington, as we said, we expected to see him deep into the second quarter. The Lions had hoped to bring Mike McMahon in at some point in the second quarter. We'll have to see how that rotation holds. Give, Bennett, left side. Not much there. Stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Barrett Green doing a nice job in there.
It's a good job by Barrett Green filling from his linebacker position. Can Philpott kicking the ball inside. Bracy Walker coming up.
Doing it too.
That's the way to wrap your arms, Bracy. Good position by your safety, filling for the run. In today's day and age of defensive football, these guys are usually the on-block players. They got to be great open field tacklers.
Bracy Walker in his 10th year out of North Carolina. Second down goal now from the 8.
Quick throw.
John Kitna. Kitna in the pocket, throws over the middle, got it complete out there. Inside the 5-yard line. Reggie Kelly, the tight end, making the catch, and that's going to bring up third down and goal.
Yeah, see, on a 3-step drop, you can't have that much time. There's 1, 2, 3. We have no pressure. We're trying, but you've got to get your hands up. There's no pressure. Guys are sucking air a little bit. See right here, see, he has all kind of options. There's nobody in the backfield. It's a 3-step drop. You've got to be able to get pressure. You can't give him that much time to throw the ball. He'll pick you apart.
Third down and goal. Ray Jackson is the deep back for Cincinnati. 3 receivers in the game for the Bengals and John Kitna. Kitna gives on the delay. Left side. It's Jackson. Jackson not going to get there. It's going to bring up fourth down and goal.
It's a good read by the Lions defense. I'll tell you why. Anytime a running back sets his shoulders to the sidelines, it's a draw. They had a great read. Nobody was fooled. Nobody dropped out of it. Right here, watch the running back. He will set his shoulders to the sidelines. See him turn right there? He's not fooling anybody. Again, Bracy Walker coming up and filling a hole. You got to do that as a safety. That's a great read by Bracy.
So Rackers with his 3rd field goal attempt of the night. 2 for 2 so far. This one from the 11. It'll be a 21-yard field goal. Spot down kick is up, and it is good. So Rackers with his 3rd field goal of the evening has put the Bengals up by a score of 9-0. Lions offensively not done much so far. They'll get another chance when we come back after this.
again, look again. Ford trucks, your old American friend. They got a lot of new things happening. Look again, yeah, look again. They're built for tough and they're rolling on in. If you haven't looked at Ford lately, my friend, where you been? Look again.
There's tasty news at KFC. No bones about it. New Honey Barbecue Boneless Wings. Whole pieces of 100% premium chicken breast meat glazed with real honey and KFC's signature honey barbecue sauce. Now get 7 pieces for only $2.99 or 20 pieces for just $7.99.
What's the newest shape in pizza? New Freshetta Brick Oven. New Brick Oven Pizza from Freshetta. Taste the sensation.
Highlights, hits, and misses. Catch the Fox 17 Sports Ticket Sunday on Fox 17.
A couple of Lions fans enjoying things here in Cincinnati with the Bengals lead Detroit by a score of 9-0. Lions got their offense going late in the first half against Pittsburgh last week. They're hoping to do that again tonight because so far they have not gotten much done.
That's poor execution on holding the sign. He had it upside down. Doesn't take coaching very well.
You're tough on linebackers. You're tough on fans.
You got to execute. If you're going to get up and dance and be a fan, at least have the sign turned upside right. Come on. High standards around here.
Neil Rackers again set to kick it off for the Bengals. David Kirkus once again deep for Detroit. Kirkus chases it back into his own end zone. He'll stay there, and the Lions will take over on the 20. So trailing 6-0, the Lions will once again have the football, and Mike McMahon comes in, and we will see Mike McMahon for the first time tonight when we come back to Cincinnati right after this.
Deep in your eyes, I touch you more every day. Got me looking so crazy right now. Your love's got me looking so crazy right now. Got me looking so crazy right now. Your touch got me looking so crazy right now.
Can you tell me how to get back to the interstate? 2 stop signs and then make a right at the light. A left at the light? Thank you. I get that a lot.
You got me so crazy, baby. Got me looking so crazy right now.
Whatever happened to the house call? The doctor would show up at the front door and treat the patient right there at home. Who does that anymore? Well, SBC does.
Won't be long.
Only our black bag is a yellow laptop. They may not be doctors, but they do make house calls.
Phone?
I have good news. The customer. That's who we answer to. SBC.
What do people see in the new Chrysler Pacifica? I see a woman who knows how to relax.
I see a man who knows where he's going in the world.
I see a painter, a parent, an individual.
I see a mom and a dad who are completely behind their kids.
Introducing the Chrysler Pacifica, well beyond the SUV.
Learn more about stories on Fox 17 News at 10. Go to our website and click on News Links.
Back in Cincinnati, as we told you before the last break, Mike McMahon has come on. Joey Harrington, we assume, done for the evening. His numbers tonight, 4 out of 10 for 22 yards. There you see Cincinnati starter John Kitna, 8 out of 14 for 80 yards. Right now, he's got the Bengals on top in this one by a score of 9-0. See if Mike McMahon can put a charge in this offense right now from their own 20. Give right side, Stewart across the 30, first down to the 33, pickup of 13.
That's a nice job by the offensive line and Corey Schlesinger. That's why he re-upped and signed a 2-year contract, because he's a great lead blocker. You see Corey right here leading on a linebacker. Pushes, helps the guy. fact, the guys blocked themselves. But I was talking to Tom Rathman in the lobby today at the hotel. He said Corey continues to improve his blocking, especially his pass blocking.
Empty backfield behind McMahon now on first down. Throws to Charles Rogers in a crossing pattern. Brian Simmons with the stop. Rogers across the 35 out to about the 38-yard line. It's going to bring up second down now. 4 yards to go after a gain of 6.
Good read by Charles Rogers. A nice cut. He hits that cut hard and breaks it. Secures the football. That's it.
The Lions would love to see him with some space. That's where Rogers can really be a special player, they feel. Stays in the game now. Charles Rogers wide right for Mike McMahon. Deep back is Stewart. He gets the call. Stewart trying the right side. Chased down from behind. Nice play on defense. John Thornton in there. Carl Powell in there. Good pursuit by the Bengals. It's going to bring up second down now.
I just got done bragging on Corey.
Check that. It'll bring up third down now. No gain. It'll bring up third down and 4.
And Adrian Ross came up there from his linebacker spot, delivered a shot on Corey, was able to disengage Corey and make a play, but they were in man-to-man defense. That's when you might want to check off. They're playing press coverage. Throw deep to Charlie. Go get it, Charlie.
3 minutes, 20 seconds to go here, first half. 5 defensive backs for the Bengals. Third down 4 for Detroit from their own 38. Saw McMahon get it done on the ground a couple times last week. Now he gets it done through the air. Bill Schrader with a catch across midfield down to the 45. Kevin Casebaharn making the stop, but not before the Lions pick up 17 and a first down.
Great job by Billy Schrader running the slant route, getting separation between Hawkins. Right there, there's too much separation. Mike McMahon recognizes it. Billy gets upfield. Good job of the offensive line protection.
First down now, Detroit. Mike McMahon with Schlesinger and Stewart behind him. Play action fake. McMahon wanted to throw deep. Nobody there. Now he gets out of a tackle. Throws it out there for Schlesinger. It's incomplete. So McMahon had to do a little dancing back there. Justin Smith was all over. And Brian Simmons was back there too. Goes as an incomplete pass. It'll bring up second down and 10.
That's what Mike McMahon brings. Everybody knows that he has the ability to escape. And I like what he did here. He tried to get the ball to Corey, a little Brett Favre jump pass. But the thing Mike McMahon can bring is obviously his ability to run the football. And this is a good drill from him. It's kind of a 2-minute drill against the Bengals' #1 defense. And that's what you want to get both quarterbacks working in that quick snap situation.
Lions trailing 9-0, as we said. They were trailing Pittsburgh until deep in the second quarter last week before they got going. And Mike McMahon's going to take a timeout and go over and talk things over. Second timeout utilized by the Lions here. They have 1 remaining in the first half. As Mike McMahon talks things over with Steve Mariucci.
It's important for him to get some type of points on the board before they go into halftime. They really haven't had much chance offensively. They're almost getting doubled up on the time of possession.
You know, I know a hot topic, and in particular, if Mike McMahon marches this team down and scores a touchdown, is going to be a potential quarterback controversy with this football team. I think as long as you have 2 young quarterbacks, that's always going to be there. We asked Steve Mariucci about that, and he said flat out, there's no quarterback controversy. Joey Harrington is the quarterback. Joey Harrington would have to fall on his face in practice and in games to lose the job, and he said, and he has not done that through 27-28 practices so far in a couple of games.
Yeah, you know, practicing is important, Dan, but it's what you do on the field. And just like Blue Adams, a young kid that stepped up the corner last year, Steve didn't know who he was in practice and comes out of the game and plays well. Mike McMahon's a gamer.
Blue Adams got their attention last week. We'll see him in the second half. McMahon setting up a screen, throws it out there. Nice job by Cincinnati to break things up, and the Lions are going to lose a couple right there. Justin Smith, Kevin Hardy, both getting the job done, and the Lions are going to face 3rd and long.
Big Oliver Gibson here. Now, Audrey Denson, I think the old turf monster got him. That turf monster will sneak up and get you sometimes. They set the screen up pretty well. Kevin Hardy does a nice job, but he trips over Tony Semple's feet. He's got to be aware of where you are, but give credit to Kevin Hardy. He's taking on 2 guys and not really getting pushed out of there, forcing the guy to trip up.
Mike McMahon's going to let the clock go down to the 2-minute warning and go over and talk this one over. The Lions facing a 3rd down and 14, trailing 9-0 here in Cincinnati. We'll see what they come up with when we come back.
Starting August 21st at Boyne Country Sports, it's the Crazy Like a Fox ski and snowboard sale. A ski and snowboard sale in the middle of summer? That's crazy. But when you can save 40 to 60% on skis, snowboards, boots, snowblades, and snowshoes, get free lift tickets to Boyne for the first 100 purchases on Thursday, August 21st. And with new merchandise arriving daily, of course it's crazy to buy skis and snowboards in the middle of summer. Crazy like a fox.
Dude, that grilled stuffed burrito is huge.
It's big, it's beefy, it's the grilled stuffed burrito from Taco Bell. Seasoned beef, 3 melted cheeses sealed inside a grilled tortilla. The affordable heavy-duty portables, just $1.99.
You ready for yours?
Oh, yeah. For the heaviest meal on wheels, think outside the bun. Spice up the night. Open till 1 a.m. or later.
Hey, Brad. You wouldn't mind house sitting for me this weekend, would you?
Sure, no problem.
Oh, take care of Mr. Jingles.
You never know when an opportunity will turn out golden. Like at the Lexus Golden Opportunity Sales Event. You'll find incredible values on all your favorite Lexus vehicles.
The masseuse is ready for you, sir.
See Harvey Lexus of Grand Rapids.
Get Straight Talk. Sunday on Fox 17 News at 10.
In Cincinnati, 2 minutes away from halftime. For a look at what's coming up during the break, let's go down to the field. Woody Woodruff. Woody.
Thanks a lot, Dan. We will, of course, have the highlights, if there are any, for the Lions of this first half. Hopefully, they can put some on the board. Plus, a couple of features on some points of contact and stats and highlights. It's all coming up after halftime.
Thanks, Woody. 5 defensive backs for the Bengals. The Lions counter with 3 receivers. That's Rodgers in motion. 3rd down, 14 down. Trying to keep the drive alive. McMahon.
Now roll your window down and order me a Wendy's bacon mushroom meal. And I'm buying for everybody.
When you gotta have that bacon and mushrooms and a delicious cheddar sauce, you gotta have it.
Hands are 10 and 2. Good.
Wendy's, it's better here. And our pickup window's open till midnight or later, so you can eat great even late.
You're watching Fox 17, West Michigan's Fox.
The Lions' next preseason home game will be next Saturday when they host the Cleveland Browns in the Great Lakes Classic. Kickoff is set for 7:30, and there are tickets still available by calling Ticketmaster at 248-645-6666 for tickets to next week's game. Again, that's 248-645-6666.
A nice trophy for that game, right?
There you go. Great Lakes Classic.
We won that one last year, didn't we?
Did they?
Yep.
You got it. Don't want to give up that trophy. Matthews throwing right side. Got it complete out there for a first down. TJ Hushmanzada, who's had a nice game. Getting it done right there, and the Bengals are going to keep the football. And the Bengals so far tonight have punted only once in this game. It's not the kind of drive chart you like if you're a head coach. First possession punt, 2nd field goal, 3rd field goal, 4th they ended the first half, took a knee, 5th touchdown, 6th touchdown. This is their 7th drive right here. Not what Kurt Schottenheimer was looking for this evening. Rudy Johnson trying the left side. Nothing there. He's stacked up. It'll be 2nd down and 10. He may have lost a couple right there.
It's a good time to watch some of your favorite young Lions competing for jobs. And this is where guys gotta step up and make plays, especially young defensive linemen and linebackers. There's a lot of jobs open, and that's often the case when you have a new head coach. Kurt Schottenheimer is probably disappointed in the effort tonight after last week's great performance.
And they did lose a couple on that play. It'll be 2nd down and 12 for Shane Matthews and the Bengals. Looking right side, throws it out there complete. Chris Edmonds across the 30, down near the 29-yard line. Again, very close to a first down. It'll depend upon the spot.
You know, on the defense, you got to think is going to be better when the likes of Luther Ellis return. Earl Holmes, who's a good, solid middle linebacker. The continued improvement of Boss Bailey. Dre Bly out on the corner. It will all help his defense. And again, remember, Lions come into this game without game planning for the Cincinnati Bengals. It makes a big difference.
3rd down, 2 now for Cincinnati. Matthews again looking right side, throwing complete out there. Good enough for a first down. Sean Brewer pulling it in, and the Bengals will keep the football, and they'll keep the clock rolling.
Yeah, they picked on Holtz, young man from North Carolina State. You're playing man-to-man. First and most important priority, stay with your guy. See right here, Holt gets gets lost in the shuffle because he's up there being nosy on the run. When you play man-to-man, you play pass first, run second. If you're lined up over the tight end, he releases, you play him man-to-man. Don't worry about the run.
Bengals move the chains again. First down and 10 from the Lions 18. Matthews back, looking left, throws. Had a man out there, incomplete. Did not look like Danny Farmer was ready for the football, but he certainly came free.
That's on Danny Farmer. It's a timing route. Again, the execution of this play, it has to be timing. Right now, as soon as he makes his break, he's got to look. That's a little bit overthrown. But Shane rushed that throw a little bit. As soon as Danny makes his break, he's got to look for that football, because it's going to be a timing route, especially on a skinny post, which is run on the hash marks. He's got to look and be ready to go up and get it.
Second down 10 from the 18. Bengals with the 13th play of this drive. Gives to Johnson. Johnson picking his way, not finding much. Going to bring up third down and long.
One thing the Bengals have done a good job of, over 10 minutes ball control more than the Lions. They've done a good job of putting together long drives. Now they have difficulty punching it in, but they're controlling the football.
Well, they took up more than half of the third quarter with the first possession here of the second half, which resulted in a touchdown. And as we said, as they move towards the 14th play of this drive, they're getting it done here as well. Third down 8 from the 16 for Shane Matthews and the Bengals, already leading by 13. Matthews setting up the screen, throws it out there, has it to Johnson inside the 5, down to the 4 before he's dragged down from behind by Jeff Gooch, but it's going to be first down and goal for Cincinnati and a pickup of 12.
That's a great hustle job by Jeff Gooch. They come on a blitz. You're going to see right here. Watch the people come up. There's the blitz. Linebackers, 4-guy blitz. Jeff Gooch gets out of it, recognizes the screen, and uses speed and catches Rudy Johnson from behind, because if he doesn't make the play, he's walking into the end zone. That's a great job of Jeff Gooch, readjusting his blitz route, chasing the guy from behind, and securing the tackle before he gets in the end zone.
Edmonds the up back, Johnson the deep back behind Shane Matthews on first and goal. Johnson gets the call. Right side stacked up immediately, nowhere to go. It'll be second down and goal. Lions did a nice job of stringing it out and pursuing there.
It's good recognition that time, and we talked about it. If we take a look at that, I don't know if we have it, but the fullback, here's the look right here. Now watch the fullback's route. When you see the route of the fullback, he's going to tell you, if he's out here, it's pass. But look where he is. He's inside. That's run. Our linebackers do a good job of getting off blocks. Wally Rainier fills. Corey Redding throws his body in a hole like a good defensive lineman should. We stop him.
Pushman Zada left. Washington right. Johnson again the deep back. Again he gets the call. Again tries the right side. Nothing there. Ball comes loose. It's down on the ground, and the Lions have it unless they blow it dead. It looks like it's going to be Detroit football. So the defense comes up with a big play, backed up inside their own 5, and it's going to be Detroit football. Ty Detmer will come into the game to lead the offense with the Lions down 13 and 6:37 to play here in the ball game.
Imagine a business relationship with someone who shares your vision, your drive for success. A business relationship with someone who accepts your challenges and helps take you to new heights. An advocate and source of knowledge. The kind of business relationship you'd have with Comerica Bank, offering experience and expertise that no other business bank can, with fast, flexible solutions and a staunch belief that you're the priority. Because at Comerica Bank, we listen, we understand, we make it work.
What makes Bell Tire customers happy? Performance. From the hottest performance tires on the road, like Toyo, to custom wheels, Dynomax DNX Performance Exhaust, and Eibach lowering kits, Bell Tire has an awesome selection of products that'll make your ride look, sound, and perform great. And our ASE certified extras will make sure the job gets done right. For the smoking hottest performance products and the guaranteed lowest everyday out-the-door prices, get to Bell Tire today.
Trust me, we'll make you happy you came in.
Bell Tire.
You've only got 2 weeks to get away during the Jeep Summer Sales Drive. 2 weeks to walk into your local Jeep dealership and sign and drive. With no money down, no security deposit, and nothing due at signing on the legendary Jeep Grand Cherokee. And right now, qualified returning Daimler Chrysler lessees can get a Grand Cherokee for only $345 a month. Plus, you'll get our 7-year, 70,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. But hurry, because you've only got until August 25th to sign and drive. It's one of the best values in America. Hurry to your Jeep dealer.
Can a kid with nothing make it in a world that has everything?
We can't stay here. We've got to find his mother.
The OC.
Tuesday night at 9 on Fox 17.
Well, just a moment ago, the Lions got the football back. Jeff Gooch getting it done on defense, and that turnover caused by the Lions defense means another 10 pizzas will be delivered to the Capuchin Soup Kitchen in Detroit, compliments of Buddy's Pizzas. So Detroit's got it back now. First down and 10. Problem is they're backed up at their own 2-yard line. Trailing by 13 with 6:37 to play. Ty Detmer in at quarterback. The Lions pick up a couple right there. It's going to be second down and 9.
Yeah, Dante Curry caused that fumble. Remember, that play would not have been possible without the hustle of Jeff Gooch on the previous screenplay.
Raphael Cooper's checked into the game for the Lions at running back. He is the deep back behind Detmer. And second down and 9. Not the kind of territory the Lions want to be working from. Denson springs free out near the 10-yard line. Taken down at the 9, pickup of 6. Khalid Abdullah finally making the tackle. That's going to bring up third down and 3.
Archer Denson's a good football player. He brings a lot to the table. He can run the football. He's a good back out of the backfield. Makes a nice cut there. Plus, he plays well on special teams. Did his job on kickoff coverage. Has the ability to return. He's got a lot of football in him now. He's been on a few teams. Played in the NFL Europe, too.
Came out of Notre Dame as the school's all-time leading rusher, but things haven't worked out for him yet to where he's could find a consistent home in the National Football League. Third down, 2 now for Detroit. Bengals thinking pass, bring 5 defensive backs. Detmer rolling right, trying to find something. Malcolm Moore down he goes, taken down by Jawarren Blair. Flag down as well. Could be a face mask.
That could be 15 too,
which would keep the Lions drive alive.
Personal.
There you go.
Face mask on the defense. 15 yards from the spot of the foul. Automatic first down.
See, Ty made him do that. Being around his 12 years, Ty knows how to throw his face mask into the guy's hand. Good job, Ty.
As you said, the 15-yard penalty will keep the Lions drive alive with 5:07 to go. Now Ty Detmer at least has some room to operate to where he won't be dropping back into his own end zone.
And don't underestimate Ty Detmer's value to this football team. He's a number 3 quarterback, but he's a veteran presence when you have 2 young guys lining up in front of you. He knows this offense.
All right, Detmer now trying to get something happening here for the Lions. Backs are split behind him. Detmer quick throw right side. He's got Kirkus. Kirkus fighting at the 20-yard line. Can't get free. Taken down right at the 21. They'll bring up second down and 7 after a gain of 3. Nice job hanging on out there by Reggie Miles of the Bengals.
See, Ty doesn't waste time. He's got a great quick delivery. He doesn't waste time. He understands and recognizes defense. He's going to get rid of that football. Kirkus, being a rookie, knows that. Turns his head around and makes a nice catch because that ball was on top of him in a hurry.
Second down now. Detmer again to throw. Looks left, throws, has Drummond out there. Drummond with some room in front of him, gets across the 30 to the 33-yard line. That'll be a first down for Detroit. Khalid Abdullah making the stop for the Bengals, but not before the Lions pick up 12 yards.
The Bengals have a lot of their backups in there, and they're going to be vanilla. That means they're going to play a basic defense. Ty knows where to attack those defenses. Right away, he went to his outlet. He saw the coverage roll to the right side of the field. He dumps the ball to the left. Brandon Drumm does a good job of getting the shoulders downfield and get positive yards.
Well, the Lions are still thinking about winning this thing. They need to get into the end zone twice, trailing by 13. Throwing it out there. Should have been caught by Pierre Brown, but he drops it. And the Lions lost out on what could have been a very big gain right there.
Again, I want you to look at the difference, and this is something that the young guys will get, and they're getting it now, but Ty knows right where to go with the football. He throws a very catchable ball right there to Pierre Brown. He's got to make a little adjustment, but if you're going to play in the bigs, you got to bring it in, Pierre.
Second down and 10 after the incomplete pass. Detmer with 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right, and Drummond behind him. It looked like Drummond moved, the fullback rookie out of Colorado. 7th round pick of the Lions.
Here's the snap. False start offense, number 44. 5-yard penalty. Still second down.
So that'll back the Lions up 5 yards, 2nd and 15. Time to take a look at what's on tap at Ford Field. Sponsored by Heineken's. The Lions will play host to the Cleveland Browns at Ford Field next Saturday, August 23rd. Kickoff scheduled for 7:30 p.m. Then on Saturday, August 30th, it's the first Detroit Football Classic featuring Alabama State and Florida A&M with a special Battle of the Bands halftime performance. And on September 5th, Dad, you can bring your daughters to the inaugural Lions Retired Players Father-Daughter Dance at Ford Field. 2nd down, 15 now for Ty Detmer and the Lions. Here comes the blitz. Throws it out left side. Autry Denson there. Close to the 30-yard line. Reggie Miles takes him out of bounds. Looked like a little game up front for Cincinnati that brought a man free.
Again, offensive linemen are getting out in a hurry. You gotta let the screen set up. There's a little twist game. Comes free. Autry Denson does a good job of securing the football. Abdullah does a nice job of getting out there and good hustle by the Cincinnati defense, closing that gap.
3rd down now, 14 from the 28 for Detroit.
So I can bring my daughter to that dance.
There you go.
Is it just open for retired Lions and their daughters or everybody?
No, it's open to everybody, but you're more than welcome to come. Ty Detmer on 3rd down, throws it out complete to Denson. Denson looking for some room out close to the 40-yard line. Take it down at the 39. It will be short of a 1st down. Again, Reggie Miles making the stop for Cincinnati. Gain of 11. But as we said, that's going to bring up 4th down and 2. Now, we asked you a little bit earlier to go to DetroitLions.com and let us know which player you thought would emerge as James Stewart's backup this year. What did you say? Luke Staley, 55% of you think that it would be number 33.
Wow. You know, it's tough to judge. Sean Bryson's been a pretty good player at Buffalo. Avon Coburn, very productive player at West Virginia. Autry Denson can do some things on 3rd down. Luke Staley.
Now on 4th down, John Jett with a punt. Terrell Roberts catches it at his 20 and is upended right there. Absolutely nowhere to go in the return. Gerald Dixon making a nice tackle on special teams. We're going to take a break and come right back. It is Cincinnati leading Detroit by a score of... Well, we're going to keep it right here. Gerald Dixon a little bit slow in getting up for Detroit. He made the tackle. Now we're going to go to break. Gerald's up and okay, headed for the sidelines. It's the Bengals by 13. Right back after this.
This summer, Pontiac is turning up the heat on select 2003 Grand Ams. GM owners choose big total cash back or a great smart lease offer on Grand Am SE. GM owners get $5,250 toward a new 2003 Grand Am SE solid value. Or GM employees lease one for $159 a month. Residency restrictions apply. Call for details. See your West Michigan Pontiac dealer today.
Our wireless network works here? Yes. Here? Yes. Here? No. No. Yes. Karen, you're the customer. Surely this is enough network for you, yes?
No.
Do we think alike or what? You want wireless coverage wherever you go. So at Alltel, we're expanding our digital network by over 150,000 square miles. Right now, you can connect the whole family with up to 5 phones for just 99 cents each. And unlimited night and weekend minutes. See store for details. Better digital coverage?
You got that right.
Alltel.
What's new? What's hot? Catch the latest tech trends tonight on Fox 17 News at 10.
Welcome back. 3:06 to go. Bengals leading by 13. Time to look at this evening's game summary brought to you by the Ford Motor Company. James Stewart, 9 carries for 33 yards. Detroit, 3 penalties, no turnovers, 1 fumble recovery. Carson Palmer, though, has been the man of the evening, coming in and leading a couple of touchdown drives for the Bengals. Right now, it's Shane Matthews in to mop up. 2:53 to play. And the Bengals hanging on to that 23-10 lead.
So you like that no turnovers. It's a good job of protecting the football. We saw at halftime the importance that Mariucci and his coaching staff put on protecting the football.
I would think next week the emphasis might be on keeping the football a little bit longer offensively. Some extended drives, which the Bengals have had this evening. Give over the right side is to Ray Jackson across the 20 to the 24-yard line. Taken down. Blue Edwards was in there. Also Ken Philpott was in there. Also Jeff Gooch was in there. All in pursuit for the Lions.
Corey Redding shaking up on the play, being helped off. You know, next week, Steve Mariucci his attention to detail is so great that going into the third preseason game, it's just going to be like a regular game week, from the meeting times to how guys, what time they get taped, to meeting with the press. He wants to get that organized so it's not a distraction or something new to this young football team.
It'll be 3rd and 8. 3rd and 8 facing the Bengals now. Quarterback rotation for Cincinnati. John Kitna, 10 out of 15, 90 yards. Carson Palmer, 7 out of 7 for 97 yards and a pair of touchdowns. Shane Matthews, 7 out of 10 for 62 yards. So you add that all up, you're talking about some pretty solid play at the quarterback position for Cincinnati tonight. Something they didn't have in their opener against the New York Jets. Shane Matthews wants to come over and talk it over with Marvin Lewis. We're going to take a break and come right back after this.
It's not too late to get into the game.
For the 2003 Detroit Lions football season, right here at Ford Field.
A limited number of premium club seats are available, starting at $1,100 per seat. Catch all the action with new head coach Steve Mariucci and experience the most unique stadium in the country from the comfort of your very own premium club seat. For more information, call 313-262-2002 or log on to DetroitLions.com.
I've been out there. I don't need the skimpy, wimpy, namby-pamby, frilly checking. No, I need maximum strength checking. I want it to be absolutely free. F-R-E-E, free. Hey, I want to see my canceled checks online. I want free online bill pay. I want to trip over ATMs. I want branches. I want trees full of branches everywhere. I don't want the minimum. Give me the maximum. Yeah, that's what I need.
Introducing free online bill pay from Bank One.
California, California,
Welcome to the OC.
Tuesday at 9, Fox 17. Highlights, hits, and misses. Catch the Fox 17 Sports Ticket Sunday on Fox 17.
Detroit Lions football has been brought to you by your Metro Detroit Ford dealers. Check out the great selection of cars and trucks at www.fordvehicles.com. Go America. We listen, we understand, we make it work. Pepsi, the joy of Pepsi. HealthQuest, the leader in chiropractic care and the official chiropractic doctors of the Detroit Lions. And by Ford. If you haven't looked at a Ford lately, look again.
Well, here's your Health Quest key adjustment. Time of possession, Cincinnati 35-35, Detroit 22-35. If you're not going to keep the ball, you better score quick. We didn't do that tonight. Cincinnati controlled the football game.
Matthews on 3rd down and 8, looking out and completing it to Quasian Leverett. Short of a 1st down, and on 4th down, the Lions are going to stop the clock as they'll get the football back here momentarily.
One thing you do now, you get the opportunity, and it doesn't always happen, is that your 3rd-string quarterback, Ty Detmer, gets to work in a 2-minute situation. Very difficult to simulate in practice, so it's a good job in preseason as far as getting these guys the experience to work the 2-minute drill.
Well, as we come down to the final couple of minutes here, Corey Redding injured his right knee just a couple of minutes ago. He is out for the rest of the game, will not return. I'm sure he's being evaluated by the Lions medical staff right now. One thing this team does not want to do is suffer any more injuries, because they have a long list of guys that can't play right now.
And those guys need to get healthy.
Travis Dortch has come in to punt it away for the Bengals. Back deep, Autry Denson standing at about his own 30-yard line. Bengals making sure they have all their blocking assignments covered here.
You're all right. I don't know why he called him in. A little bluff out there. Called him in. He panicked.
Adam Zezel got called in for the blocking formation from his wideout slot. One of the gunners out there. Fielded cleanly out there. Run out of bounds at about the 16-yard line is Audrey Denson. 58-yard punt. And the Lions will take over. Once again trailing by 13. And Denson, as you said earlier, has done a great job of making the coaches recognize that he is somebody that might deserve to be on this football team. Number one, he may not be the most explosive guy in the return game, but I think what they were looking for without Eddie Drummond, without Ozzie Keem, without some of the players that they know will be able to get the job done in the regular season is whether or not he would go out there and make a mistake. He hasn't done that.
Yeah, but you can rely on him. You know he's been there. He has experience. He can do a lot of things. He runs the ball well. He catches the ball in the backfield.
Like that right now, taking the ball over the middle from Detmer at the 25, cuts back to the 30, across the 30 to the 32. Flag down on the play. The Lions would have enough for a first down, but we'll wait for just a moment and let them sort out what looks like a possible hold.
You take a look at it right here, and Ty understands the object of dumping it down. You see Fitzsimmons right there. That's not a good football player. You got to be a smart football player. You don't grab a guy right in front of the umpire. That's too easy of a call. What you want to do is lean your body up against him if you don't have position or you're behind him and kind of shield him off. Audrey's good enough and shaky enough where he'll make the guy miss, but don't go out there and tackle him. Rookie mistake.
By the rookie out of Carroll College. Kirkus wide to the left. First down and 12 now from the 15. Gets it out to Denson across the 15 down to the 18. And again a flag down in the Lions backfield.
Quarterback going to his knees after the pass was thrown, number 69. Will add 15 yards to the end of the completed pass. First down.
Yeah, but you pointed to the Lions.
Pointed towards the Lions, but the penalty will be against Cincinnati, specifically against Warren Blair, and that is the second personal foul that he's been flagged for this evening.
I'm just laughing at because I'm thinking about Ty, and I had a chance to play with Ty in Cleveland, and he's a great competitor, but I know he's like, come on, man. You got about 30 seconds here. You know, one thing you don't want to Ty's, like I said, you don't want him hurt. He's a valuable asset to this football team because of his experience and knowledge of the offense and the calming influence he has on a guy like Joey Harrington and Mike McMahon.
So with a minute 24 to play in this one, and the Bengals still leading 23-10. Lions pick up a first down and 15 extra yards after the personal foul on Warren Blair. You can bet he's going to hear about that from the coaching staff. You do not pick up 2 personal fouls, 2 15-yard penalties. You get high fives from the coaching staff after the game. Detmer rolling right, throwing out there. It's complete to Travis Anglin. Rookie out of Memphis, 7th-round pick for Detroit. Taken out of bounds, short of a first down. Going to bring up third down at about, check that, second down at about 4 at the 39. Gain of 6 on the play. Want to remind you, next game for the Lions will be against the Cleveland Browns back at Ford Field next Saturday night. Our coverage starts at 7:30. There are tickets still available by calling Ticketmaster at 248-645-6666. 248-645-6666. Ty Detmer gets to Audrey Denson, spins out of a tackle, stays alive, gets up near the 45, should have enough for the first down. As the game clock ticks down towards 1 minute to go, 9 yards on the play.
And the Lions aren't trying to win a game. They're trying to run this drill like they're trying to get points before the game ends. There's a nice pass.
Detmer throws complete out there. Nice catch and a nice pass.
Scotty Vines.
Number 10, the rookie out of Wyoming.
It's a nice touch. Ty Detmer does again. They dump, and they throw down the field. And again, you understand they're not trying to win the football game. They're working on their 2-minute drill to get themselves in a scoring position. Like they're trying to get a score at the end of the game.
Into Bengal territory. Timeout on the field. Ty Detmer makes his way over to the sidelines. We'll talk this one over with Steve Mariucci. As we said, 49 seconds to play. Lions trailing by 13.
Ty's showing Relaxation of a veteran. Got Mike in there chewing his jersey, listening up. You see, he's a calm guy. He knows this offense. He's a guy that does not need to play a lot. He's a field quarterback.
First down and 10 for Detroit. They are down to the Bengals 37-yard line. Lions with one timeout remaining. Again, 3 receivers in the game. Anglin to the bottom of your screen. Vines in the slot. Kirkus to the top. Detmer with a pocket. Now rolls out of it. Throws. Wanted his tight end Casey Fitzsimmons. Fitzsimmons can't hang on. That'll bring up second down and 10 with 43 seconds to go.
Dan, we were talking a little bit about, possibly, well, here you see Ty Detmer right here. Again, he's mobile enough. Now, he doesn't move around like he did when he was younger, but he moves around well enough to find the open receiver. You got to be able to catch that football. He has a little bit more time here. You see Kirkus running down the sidelines, wide open. And Ty was looking inside. That's why he delivered inside. But if we were patient a little bit more, Kirkus was open on the sidelines for a little dump off.
Second down and 10 now. Detmer again to throw. Looking left. Throws out there. Has it complete to Reggie Holtz. Holtz down to the 30-yard line before he's taken down. That'll bring up third down 3. Clock moves inside. 30 seconds to go. 25 seconds to play in this one. Detmer brings him straight to the line.
He's lining the receivers up, those young rookies.
Wanted the slant, nothing there. Now Detmer's going to have to hang on.
Get out, Ty.
Inside the 30 to the 25-yard line with 10 seconds to play. The Lions will stop at checked out with 11 to go. Lions will use their final timeout right here, as they'll have a couple of shots into the end zone. Did so well last week. You want to try it again?
Tonight's broadcast is copyrighted by the Detroit Lions and the National Football League. Any unauthorized use of replication without the express written consent of the Detroit Lions and the NFL is strictly not allowed or prohibited for those of you.
You are money, my friend. Nice job. Nice job.
I was just laughing at Ty because Khalid Abdullah from Mars Hill, I'm sure.
You know the last thing he wants to do out there is run the football.
But he pumped his arm, and Khalid took off running for it back, and Ty still had the football. And Khalid Abdullah's a nice young player from Mars Hill. I wonder if that's a rival of Carroll College.
Could be.
I don't know. Where's Mars Hill?
You got me.
Just west of Venus, or that?
Carroll College, I believe, is in Colorado. Where's that? Carolina? North Carolina. There you go. Ty Detmer, time running out of the Lions. Throws, got a man out there. It's going to be complete inside the 5-yard line. Vines has it, but that should be the final play of the game. There's 3 zeros showing the clock, and time will run out of Detroit for this evening. So the second preseason game goes down as a loss. The Lions fall to the Bengals 23-10. Back with a wrap right after this.
The Michigan Regional Council of Carpenters and Millwrights and their contractor employers work to shape the skyline of Michigan. Contractors depend on union carpenters and millwrights for their skill and dedication. In return, employers can count on a job completed on time and on budget. A shared commitment to quality and safety on every job site has resulted in better cities, better schools, and stronger neighborhoods. For new development that will become the landmarks of tomorrow, Michigan can continue to count on the partnership between union contractors and the Michigan Regional Council of Carpenters and Millwrights.
Sometimes it just feels like you're working 24/7. Better get your priorities in order. First things first, the 2003 Honda Clearance. It only happens once a year and it's gone before you know it. Get special APR financing for as low as 1.9% for up to 60 months on 2003 Civics. Life can wait. First things first.
Our old auto insurance was such a deal until we filed a claim.
You get what you pay for.
So we switched to Nationwide. Picture this. Good price, great service.
24-hour claims, 3 ways to do business.
Over the phone, over the web, over the desk. You're all set. Love this guy. Want a company that'll be there for you?
The number's on the screen.
Nationwide is on your side.
A sexy party whips up trouble.
We're going to win this as a couple.
And how far will these two go?
What is he doing?
For a chance at Paradise Hotel.
Monday night at 9 on Fox 17.
See from your offense and delivering the football, guys want to catch the ball. Defense didn't play as well as they could have or they did last week. And, you know, you can blame it on the bus ride. You can blame it on the power outage. You can blame it on anything. It doesn't matter. When you cross the lines, you cross them for real. And they'll get better. They'll be better next week.
Joey Harrington and the Lions next up against the Cleveland Browns Saturday night. Ford Field, 7:30. Difference in this one tonight. Carson Palmer comes in third quarter, leads 2 consecutive scoring drives for Cincinnati to give them a commanding lead. They end up winning it by a score of 23-10. For Chris Spielman, Woody Woodruff, Ron Rice, and our entire broadcast crew here in Cincinnati, that's going to do it. Thanks for watching. See you next week, everybody.